I would like to raise my eyebrow just a tad bit. I'm getting married in July, and you know, for my photos, it's look a lot more confident and just feel more confident for that day.
We are going to be doing some great facial sculpting on my male patient today who is just noticing a little bit of dropping in his brow as he starts to get a little bit older. With stress and with work, you know, these things start to come down. So unless you want to do, if she has great hair, a little brow lift, where we go under the skin and we lift the brow, or even threads to pull this up, we can use a little filler to give some support. So what we're going to do is in the higher part of the temple, we're going to go all the way down. It's going to feel really weird. And we're going to use some of our Juvaderm Ultra Plus to lift. Almost no bleeding at all, not even a speck. Same thing here. We're going to follow that, you know, more superior part of the temple. We're going to go all the way down to bone. It's a weird sensation, nice and slow. Right on the bone. And this is not only going to help the temple, but it's going to also lift the brow because you lose volume over here as you age. Now we're going to go to the brow directly, and we're going to use a cannula. We're going to inject, we're going to have an entrance site right at the tail of the brow. We're going to lift the brow, go right across the bone into the ocular fat pad right there. Perfect. You see where my cannula is right here. We're literally going to place the material right in the fat pad that should be nice behind the brow in the orbit, because that area you lose and the eyes start to shrink inward and the brow falls down as you age. So this is going to give him some support and lift the brow. Now in a man, you don't want it too elevated laterally because we're not trying to give him that cat eye gull wing look. We just want a horizontal look. I'm going to do one last little trick on the bone. We're going to come up superiorly right here above the ridge of the brow, right there. And this is a triangle that's formed right here. We're going to give a little support right there. The reason I like this filler here, it's going to hold a little bit of water and lift this area. There's a little more support to your brow and a little bit more lifting through here. It just looks, you know, and then what's going to happen over 2 weeks is going to come up like that. Now if we want to do the middle part, we can do some threads. Like I said, we could do a lift or we could do some threads, but for now the support here is going to help lift the brow without basically anybody knowing, what we call the without a trace lift.
So Dr. Emer, I've actually come to him before for a few other procedures in the past, and I know he's the best in Los Angeles area and even in New York as well, so I trust him. People love coming back to him, and he does a great job.